Hey guys, Mo here. We're back for more FGO as usual. And we've done section 15 last time. And okay, so the war, I guess, yeah. The war was, the crisis in Chichen Itza is finally over. So Tezcatlipoca, the blue one, the king of dinosaurs, is dead. Iskali crashed out and killed him because he finally learned that the blue Tezcatlipoca is actually the god of this Lostbelt, and the Tezcatlipoca he served is a god from proper human history. So he's just kind of crashing out because he thought the one he serves is, on his side, on the Lostbelt side. But as we know, the Black Tezcatlipoca doesn't give a crap. He's in agreement with David. They both want to destroy everything. They want to destroy not just this Lostbelt, they want to destroy the planet. So yeah, so we're gonna see what's gonna happen now. So Iskali killed Blue Tezcatlipoca and took the Solar Sojourn back to Mexico City, I think. And then, so the post-war, apparently Kukulkan received a new directive from the Mala. And the Tree of Emptiness has been reactivated, and Kukulkan's new directive is to kill us, the Kaldia, the people from proper human history. Apparently she's gonna stop us. Well, that's not good. Oh, also another thing, Yoga Marie finally found out that we actually knew about her the whole time, and we've been keeping it a secret from her. And now she's even in a more confused state, I guess, because she definitely liked us. She liked spending time with us, and she's kind of heartbroken. And she just flew away because Black Tezcatlipoca revealed to her that we knew about her true identity the whole time, but we've been keeping it quiet. And now Yoga Marie is off to somewhere we don't know. Hopefully she doesn't crash out. And yeah, and that's we are now. And now we're in section 16, epilogue. I'm not sure why it's called epilogue. I don't think this is definitely not the end of the Lostbelt yet, but we'll see. Okay, without further ado, let's get right into this. Yeah, everyone's at a loss for words. Listen, what happened to the city is heartbreaking, but we're still in the middle of a crucial operation. Cold as it sounds, the fact is, we just don't have time to mourn the dead right now. Isn't that right, Commander Gordolf? Would you mind going over our current situation and outlining our next steps? Right. Good point. We can grieve our losses once the operation is over. The Okilomis attack has left Chichen Itza in shambles. The king of dinosaurs is dead. The Solar Sojourn, which controls the position of the sun, has been taken to Mexico City. 60-ish dinos survive. The Okilomi were almost completely wiped out before the last survivors retreated. In regards to the Okelome, we now know they are neither humans from this Lostbelt nor soldiers from proper human history Tezcatlipoca trained. They're apes native to Mictlan, a species of primate extremely similar to humans. So the war between the Okelome and the Dainos was not a proxy war between proper human history and this Lostbelt. Rather, it was a competition between two species trying to survive within the confines of Mictlan. Vicious though the Okelome may be, they are not directly opposed to human history. Well, I suppose Iskali is an exception there. He clearly has it out for us. Still, probably what? But never mind that murderous lout for now. Here's the real problem we face. We too have suffered many losses as a result of this battle. Koyanskaya thought she would show off by heading out to defend Chichen Itza alone, then found herself completely outmatched in a fight against Tezcatlipoca. Luckily, Minami rescued her and brought her to the ICU, where she's currently licking her wounds. I think at this point I should remind you that I'm supplying all my own magical energy. If I had a master to help with that, things would have gone very differently. If she says so. Granted, there's no one in Kaldea foolish enough to provide such a dangerous servant with magical energy. I trust you all agree? Good. Moving on, the Dainonikas who went out to defend the border from the Okelome are missing. Oh no! The Sapta 11? Oh no, the brothers! However, the 7th did give me a message for Minami and Kairi Light before he left. Don't worry about us, we'll turn things around in overtime. That is all. As for Yogamari, who reappeared during Minami's battle with Tezcatlipoca, she has regained her memories and left Chichen Itza. We've been worried about this happening, and unfortunately, it seems the time has come. She may have been helpful so far, but I doubt we'll be able to count on that going forward. Up till now, our enemies here have been David and Tezcatlipoca. Yeah, now we have Yogamari. However, the foreign god remains the greatest threat to successfully carrying out our grand order. Is that clear? Also Kukulkan apparently, but they don't know that. But she was still the same Olga Maria we knew. I know her memories have returned, but if we can just talk to her. Get it through your head. Regardless of how closely she resembles the Olga Marie you knew, it does not matter. Hell, she might even be Olga Marie Animosphere, but that doesn't change the fact that she is the foreign god. Did you fail to notice that her spirit origin is on the scale of a star? Golly. Monster doesn't even begin to cover it. Scale of a star. You understand that in a single second, the sun puts out more. You understand that in a single second, the sun puts out more energy than the entirety of humanity has used in all of history, right? Wow, that is a lot. A second of sun's energy is more than the entirety of humanity has used in all of history. That is a lot. We can't risk her blowing up on us. She's too dangerous. Damn it, can you two worry about yourselves for a change? That goes for you too, Karo. I want you to keep a close eye on Minami and Kairi Light. Gord is right. At this point, we have to treat Yolga Marie as an enemy. Unfortunately, she's not the only dangerous entity we need to worry about right now. Kukulkan is the representative of the extraterrestrials that made this Lostbelt, the archetype of Miklan. Yeah. Now we have 3 different enemies. Ow. The extraterrestrials that made this Lostbelt. Remember when Tezcatlipoca said she would eventually turn on us? I think he's right. So far, we haven't demonstrated any hostility toward Miklan or its people, nor made any attempt to attack. But that won't remain true. We need to cut down the Tree of Emptiness. At the same time, the Crypto is trying to destroy Earth by waking up ORT. Oh yeah, so I guess 4 ORT. We have 4 major threats. Sheesh. As far as Miklan is concerned, that makes us both enemies. So from Kukulkan's perspective, anything not originally from Miklan is an enemy. That is almost certainly part of why she attacked the Stormborder on the surface. She did ally with us for a time thanks to thanks to Minami having reached an understanding with the Danos. But now that there is no more need to keep the Danos safe, she will almost certainly try to eliminate us on behalf of Miklan's collective will. Yeah, if I were on the side of Miklan, I would want to kill David and Tezcatlipoca first, then us. Still, I wonder, is Kukulkan really an agent of the Mala? Some of what she's done lines up with their intentions, but it seems to me like she's also gone her own way at times. I see. Then we had better start thinking of Kukulkan as an enemy from here on. It's not all bad though. If we play our cards right, we can pit our enemies against each other and swoop in to claim the spoils in the aftermath. At any rate, that's the long and short of our current situation. Now that we understand the situation, it's time to plan our next steps. Minami, Mash, and Kadok, I want you to get some rest over the next 2 hours. Go outside and get some fresh air, take a nap, whatever you feel like. We will meet back here in 2 hours time, do not be late. Damn, everyone and everything is our enemy now. I should have known it would still be dark out. It would have been evening in Chichen Itza about now. Guess you two aren't the only ones who wanted to go outside. You two gonna do anything in particular? I'm hoping we can find some Danos we know. Watson? Oh, hey! Are you all done with your talk? Watson, you're okay? I don't suppose you know where the Deinonychus brothers and Tepeu are, do you? I haven't seen the Deinonychus bros, but Tepeu said he was going back to his house for a while. The other Deinos are all gathered at the Zokta shrine. Maybe you'll find the Deinonychus bros there? Hey, yeah, thanks Watchan. Come on Mash, let's head to the shrine. You idiot! Don't you realize they've gotta be morning? Hey, wait up, damn it! Outsiders like us shouldn't... Shit, there they go. Well, guess I'll just have to go take my lumps with them. Hold up, bro. You're coming with me. There's something I want to ask you. Where did Olga go? In fact, what exactly is she to you guys anyway? I asked Tepeu, but he wouldn't give me any details. Is it something I'm not supposed to know? Alright, I'll tell you. Consider it thanks for protecting the border while we were being held captive in Mexico City. This will be a good chance to reevaluate things, Wat-chan. See, that woman you've fallen for is actually... I don't see the Deinonychus brothers anywhere. All of Chichen Itza's remaining Dainos are gathered here, and it looks like they're discussing something. Oh, hello Minami. Hello Mash. Have you come to tell us more stories of proper human history? This is wonderful. Now please, come to the center. I do hope you'll finally tell us about Latin America this time. Damn. They're all just... Yeah, okay, just moving on. I'm sorry, I don't think I could do a good job of it right now. Why aren't any of you mad at us? Why would we be mad? Oh, I guess there was that business with Vukup. We didn't want to put one of our own in prison either, but we ultimately decided to follow proper human history's example. May I ask what you're all going to do now? You know that your sun's going to explode soon, right? And if that wasn't enough, your friends and family have been killed and your city's been destroyed. We may not be responsible for the sun, but the rest is all because of the knowledge from David. No, from proper human history. You have every right to blame us for this tragedy, and yet... Hey, what do you think you're doing making Mash cry, Chitam? Knock it off. What, did you show her that crazy math formula you were talking about earlier or something? No, it was nothing like that. Gosh, now what do? We didn't mean to make either of you sad, but I guess we did. Damn, they thought they made us sad. How much empathy do you guys have? Your brainwaves still tell me you're both feeling guilty. I remember you were worried about this kind of thing before, but when you asked us if we hated proper human history, just you asking us that made us so glad. It proved you've always accepted Lostbelts for what they were, even as you fought against them. It also proved you never forgot them. Yeah, for sure, but it was also kind of painful to hear. I mean, you're still holding on to those harrowing memories even after going through this cycle 6 times now, right? It's too bad you can't forget the old ones each time, but I guess that's also why proper human history's got so many stories. Huh? We have stories because we don't forget? Oh yes, that's the biggest difference between proper human history and us. We don't have any history or any stories. That's why we can accept extinction as a matter of course. It's just never been something we thought of as painful. Talk about being happy-go-lucky, right? Heck, I can only say that now because we finally know how the Lostbelts work. Wait, does this mean... I know it may be very rude to ask this of you all, but... could it be that Tepeu isn't uniquely understanding, but rather that all Dainos are... well... You mean, do we share similar brain structure and levels of intelligence? Yes, I suppose we do. There have never been any Dainos who are so exceptional as to be described as geniuses or brilliant. So no, Tepeu's mind doesn't work any differently from ours. He just sees things differently thanks to his unusual eyesight. It's the mystic eyes. It's because of the mystic eyes. Somehow, Stepio has mystic eyes. Once we heard your stories, every Danos understood that Miklan is a Lostbelt, a place of cosmic fantasy. Even knowing that, we still love your stories, though admittedly they do make us feel lonesome as well. Not me, I just had a great time hearing them. I still wish I could have gone swimming in Atlantis. Well, don't fall into the giant hole in the middle. All the more reason for us to keep going for another generation. That way, there'll be a world of aquatic Danos. There's no way you could become a plesiosaur, Kukumo. You're way too impatient to wait for evolution. Anyway, it's about time now. Where are you all going? About time for what? Are you all heading into the jungle? That's right. Now that the Solar Sojourn and the King of Dinosaurs are gone, we have no more reason to stay in Chichen Itza. Good luck with proper human history. We wish you all the best. Please, don't worry about us. We were always destined to die out here. They're all gone. This city was so full of life, and now it's completely empty. Yes. And not only were they not despondent about their fate, they were actually kind enough to worry about us. They don't hate anyone. They don't resent their circumstances. They just share whatever happiness they have with as many as they can. It's wonderful, but for some reason, it makes me really sad too. I know the feeling. Even if there isn't any way to avoid extinction. Oh. Hello, I guess. Good, you're all right on time. Now, let's begin the briefing for our final mission in the South American Lostbelt. Nemo, Professor, Sion, how are the Stormwaters repairs coming along? We have finished mending everything except the onboard facilities and the engine room. At the moment, we are getting ready to restart the Triton engines. Yes sir, we're counting down the moments until we can begin repairing the armor plating's electromagnetic barrier that Kukulkan destroyed, and begin reapplying our anti-spirit and anti-curse membrane coatings. We should be back to combat readiness in about 10 hours. Once that's done, we'll start the engines, generate new Spiritron torpedoes, and charge the main cannons. We expect it will be a total of 20 hours before the ship is ready for both flight and combat. I see. Excellent work. To be honest, I was secretly beside myself when the border was nearly split in two, as I didn't see how we could possibly come back from damage like that. But you've actually succeeded in restoring the whole thing. Thank goodness for Miklan's abundant resources. I've got a report to make too. The density of the toxic gas in the 8th stratum is falling rapidly. According to Trismegistus 2nd or 2, the 8th and 9th strata will have breathable atmospheres in about 10 hours. Well, perfect timing. Which means the time of the underworld pilgrimage is finally upon us. The only catch is, like Nemo said, we still can't move the border yet. If we try to fly without barriers, we'll be easy prey for Kukulkan if she decides to finish the job she started when we arrived. Unfortunately, the David is almost certainly preparing for his own underworld pilgrimage even as we speak. By the time we finish rebooting the border, he could well have reached the bottom stratum and revive ORT. So once again, we have no choice but to send our field team ahead. As always, Master Minami and his servant, Mash Kairylite, Nitocris, Koyanskaya, and loath though I am to let you go, Technical Advisor. You have two options to choose from. Plan A, Operation David Assault. David Assault. Locate and neutralize David's envoy on his way to the bottommost stratum. You should aim to get him somewhere between the 6th and 8th strata. This should resolve the immediate threat without needing to go all the way down to the bottom stratum. The important thing is that ORT remains dead. Plan B, Operation Tree of Emptiness Felling. Reach the bottom stratum before daybreak, find the Tree of Emptiness and cut it down. No matter how powerful ORT is, it's still a part of this Lostbelt, so getting rid of the latter should remove the former too. According to Trismegistus 2's calculations, each plan has a 50-50 chance of succeeding. Now, just for the record, let me ask you this, Master Minami. Do you feel one of these plans has a better shot than the other? Don't be shy, give us your honest opinion. Oh damn. I mean, there was no disclaimer about this affecting future stories, so honestly, David is kind of scary strong for some reason. I mean, cutting down the tree first would be the safest way, no, we should go with both A and B at the same time. Oh, both of them? Does that mean... So Carrot, you're gonna be on the other team? Carrot, are you saying... There's no reason for us to stick to just one choice? We should split up into a team to strike at David and a team for the Underworld Pilgrimage. Even if the strike team fails to stop David, they should at least slow him down. That'll buy the pilgrimage team time to reach the bottom stratum, cut down the Tree of Emptiness, and destroy this Lostbelt. That gives us the best chance of success. True. I'll of course be on the David Assault team. I'll need a Shadow Border, Koyanskaya, and the best driver you've got. My plan is to go after David in the 3rd Underworld. If the driver has a healthy number of top tier magical circuits, so much the better. Oh, I may not have been able to finish the Paris-Dakar rally, but I still have good driving technique and off-road expertise. And you're looking for a driver that surpasses me there, and who also possesses top tier magical circuits? Where in the world are we going to find someone like that? Gordolf, yes, I see. Right, we have nothing to worry about there. He literally just described himself. So you guys just focus on the Underworld Pilgrimage. I haven't cleared the 3rd Underworld, so that rules me out of that group anyway. Fine, I was already planning to use the Shadow Border in this mission anyway. Alright, the advanced team will take the Shadow Border down to the 6th stratum, the 3rd Underworld boundary. From there, the pilgrimage team will get out and head to the bottom stratum to cut down the Tree of Emptiness. The Daybait assault team will stay in the 3rd underworld boundary, set up a dragnet, and carry out the plan from the shadow border. I don't love the thought of the pilgrimage team going on foot though. We'll need the help from Danos who can act as their transport. I know you said the Danos have left Chichen Itza, but there may still be some there. I'll have the Marines take a look around and see if they can find a porter. On a related note, we should talk about Tepeyu too. He's been a tremendous help so far, but the conflict between the Cryptor and Chaldea is a problem for proper human history alone. I don't cherish the idea of drawing him into our battle. What do you think, Minami? It would be wrong to live without a word after coming this far. Got it. Then I'll leave it up to you. Tepeyu likes to act mature, but he's also intensely curious. I'm sure he would help us if we asked. In fact, I'm not sure he would forgive us if we didn't. Agreed. Shy though he might be, he does know how to hold a grudge. Go pull that shut-in out of his comfort zone. I see. It's nice to hear you've become such good friends with the Danos. I don't know how it happened, but by all means, go ahead and talk to him. In the meantime, we'll continue our preparations. This will likely be your last chance to take in Chichen Itza. We don't have much time, so enjoy it while you can. Well, this is section 16, so usually there's like 20 plus something section. Oh, we're all the way in Mexico City. But since Team B is going after the 3, oh yeah, we're definitely gonna confront Kukulkan. Oh boy. Yeah, now it makes sense why they all sound like apes. Son, ours, sing, is. Meklan. Oh, who's that? Who's this? It's alright. Go ahead. I can report to Tezcatlipoca alone. So the women and children who were living in the jungle have all come to the city. But they're not here to celebrate our victory. They've been praying for the husbands and sons who went off to battle to return safely. They love their families just like humans. No, their love is purer than humans. Only a handful of soldiers came back. The ones who lost their partners must think I'm a terrible king. So Iskali... wait, no. Blue Tess mentioned he was made from the flesh of gods? Corn? But I don't know, he's made of corn? Not sure. That Okeloto's been training to join the Royal Guard for half a year. It looks like he resents me for telling him he was too young and leaving him behind. Familial love, familial bonds. The affection which develops naturally from the moment one is born, where there is no need for words. I have nothing like that. I was already fully formed the first time I opened my eyes. My body was made here in Meklan. It is modeled on the people of proper human history. My human mind was shaped to be the king of the Okelome. That is who I am. I have no family. There are no others like me. All I had were the impulses I wore on my sleeve. My disappointment in those who refused to obey me, the despair I induced in those assigned to me, and my lashing out against all around me. My God said to remember those impulses, that he would make me a god only if my soul was clear and unclouded. Great Tezcatlipoca, despite being a god of proper human history, he discovered the Okelome. In one night, he built Mexico City and created me out of earth to serve as their king. For 1 year, I would act as Tezcatlipoca. If I could prove myself worthy, I would become his incarnation. It was a wonderful year, a year free of doubt. I knew with absolute certainty that our fight to eradicate humankind, to deny proper human history, was a righteous one. And now, we've decimated Chichen Itza and invited the sun into Mexico City. Mictlan now belongs to them, not that it matters to me. From now on, they will be the prime species of this world, because I'm not an Okelotl myself. I've completed my trial of being Tezcatlipoca for 1 year. Now I can finally remove my mask and be rid of my childhood name. I've dreamed of this moment all my life, the moment I'll finally receive the power to strike back against everything. And yet, for some reason, my heart is clouded. Like an obsidian mirror too opaque to reflect anything. Behold, the sun has moved from the Maya to the Aztec. Now we have the minimum viable model of proper human history in place. The sun has moved from the Maya to the Aztec. Or as in from Chichen Itza to Mexico City. Now we have the minimum viable model of proper human history in place. Oh, the triumphant king returns. Welcome back, Iskali. Did you kill the other me? I did. I riddled him with bullets. His limbs went flying, his head was torn from his neck, and his flesh was shredded to gooey bits. I see, good job. Only Tezcatlipoca can kill Tezcatlipoca. You and that other me might have both been immortal, but a fellow Tezcatlipoca's weapon will easily do plenty of damage. The conditions were equal. Trust me, that other me had no complaints about dying in battle. What is it? Is there something you don't get? Ah, right. I never did tell you that the king of dinosaurs was also me, huh? But that's only cause I trusted you. I knew you were the kind of guy who could step up when he had to. Gods are expected to be fair and impartial. You wanted destruction more than you wanted to win. If you decide you don't need proper human history, then you have to let go of the Lostbelt too. Understand? If you choose extinction, you can't leave one side standing. You need to get rid of everything to start all of it over fresh. Yes, great Tezcatlipoca. I'm honored to receive your divine proclamation. Alright, let's head out. It's Underworld pilgrimage time. Get ready to leave, Iskali. I'm about to make your wish come true. Underworld pilgrimage. Does that mean we'll be going to Mictlan's bottom stratum? That's right. Chico Nahualeyan. My god. The ninth stratum. The Moon Lake where we'll find a real Alta city instead of this slapdash replica. The place known as Aztlan, the land of beginnings, is also where you were born. I was. Then I wasn't born from the earth of Mexico City. That's right. That city is the only place I could have summoned you. Hey, I know. Wanna bring along a few of the surviving Okilome you train yourself? No, that's alright. This was a hard-fought victory. Even the Okilome need time to relax and lose themselves in drink. Got that right. No matter how short-lived it is, you gotta savor joy while you can. Okay, time for the finishing touch. David's waiting in the jungle. Let's go pay our respects to Ortiz's coffin. Okay, let me try Kirei's deep, extra deep voice again. Oh no. Okay, nah. Can't. I really can't. I never thought I would see a war in a land as peaceful as Mictlan. It seems humankind cannot escape the consequences of accumulation, no matter what form it takes. They accumulate wealth, sin, forgiveness. Even our own foreign god must find this situation deplorable. I already knew about human wars from the video records I studied. Video records I studied. Chichen Itza might be a ghost town now, but it was never a creation of Dano civilization anyway. They've never accumulated anything, and they never will. Quite right. Your eye is as sharp as ever, my lady. But that's not true for humankind of proper human history. Both the Crypto and Chaldea will try to reach the bottom stratum. The former will do so hoping to revive ORT, while the latter will do so to erase this Lostbelt and ORT with it. So, what will you do, my lady? You need to ask. The whole reason I chose this Lostbelt as my temporary lodging was to acquire an even stronger spirit origin. ORT belongs to me. I'm not about to hand it over to anything as powerless, anything as incompetent as humankind. Oh. Why the change in... Why the sudden change? I've come to the conclusion that Earth's prime species is evil. I have no compunction about eliminating it. No. I'm going to go to the bottom stratum. You stay here and monitor Chaldea. Once I fuse with ORT, they'll try to escape on their ship. I've chased them down twice before. I don't want to bother with a third. Do you understand me? Of course, my lady. Rest assured, everything is already in place. The moment the Stormboarder tries to escape Mictlan will be their last. So there you have it. Will you come with us? It will be a dangerous journey, but will you show us the way? Please? Please, Tepu? Yes, of course. I'm relieved you came to talk to me. Thank you, Minami. Oh no, I should be thanking you. You're welcome, but why? All the other Danos have left Chichen Itza, right? Whether the sun exploding is what destroys Mictlan, or it is a casualty of Ortiz's destruction of the whole world, the Danos will accept what happens without a fight. That response could be called rational or even noble. But knowing what you've fought so far, I thought you might find that response cold and heartless. So I was steeling myself for the likelihood that you would leave without a word. In the end, the Dainos are Miklan's prime species. We are at heart very different creatures from yourselves. We might have our differences, but we can still resolve them peacefully. I still have some preparations to make, so please go back to the border without me. I'll meet you at the castle gate. Even I've never been past the 7th stratum, so I'm looking forward to the adventure that lies ahead. Oh, but 8th stratum is where Kamazotz is. Oh, and one more thing. I have something of a favor to ask of you. What's this? Everyone really is gone now, aren't they? Yep, they sure are. At this point, the sun might never come back. Who's this? Then again, even if it did, it's just going to explode anyway, so maybe that's actually for the best. Oh, cuckoo. That being said, don't you think you should be more careful walking around alone at night? Please don't hurt me. You're the master of Chaldea. As far as Miklan is concerned, as far as I'm concerned, you're just a rare and unusual interloper. But the novelty of that has worn off, so wouldn't it be funny if I just prune you here and now? Yeah, that would be a pretty disappointing conclusion to this story. But you're not very good at being the bad guy, are you? Well, I didn't really think you were going to be so unfazed. Man, and I spent all that time practicing what I was gonna say before I flew down too. Is what Tezcatlipoca said about you true? Oh right, I guess he did say something about me not protecting the Dainos, huh? Yep, he was dead on. The sun helps the world grow, yes, but it also makes it burn. Think back, did I do anything at all, to protect the Dainos, even when we were traveling together? That's right, I didn't. Even when Kamazotz showed up, or this war was taking place, I just kicked back in the sky and enjoyed the show. Did you really enjoy it? I did. You really are an insolent one, you know. Say something like that again and I will very literally squash you. Anyway, the sun's going to explode soon, so who cares how many of them die now? The cycle of extinction has come to Miklan, just like it did in proper human history. There's no point in getting angry or sad about it, or refusing to face reality. Even if the Dainos and Okino may all die out, eventually humans like you will still be born, right? Life will never die out completely, no matter how bad the collapse. Proper human history has proven that. So I was thinking, why don't you all just leave now that your ship's almost prepared? I mean, there's no point in you sticking around for Miklan's collapse, is there? We're not leaving yet, not until we visit the bottom stratum. I see. Then I guess there's nothing more to be done. I am the arbiter of Miklan. That means I'm obligated to watch over the Dainos and Okilome's final moments. To do that, I need to keep this Lostbelt around. Which means both the Crypto trying to revive ORT and Chaldea on his mission to cut down the Tree of Emptiness are my enemies. The next time we meet will be in Kalakmul. That is where you and I will go our separate ways. Damn. Alright, I'm gonna stop here for now. So next we're gonna continue with section 17, 4th Underworld, Yayau Kui. So yes, so section 16 we just basically seeing the aftermath of the war in Chichen Itza. We see the Danos just moving on like nothing happened. They're just like, alright, like a lot of Danos died, alright, cool, like life goes on. And then we see Iskali is gonna, I guess, like he's gonna proceed with he's gonna complete his trial with Tezcatlipoca or something. Tezcatlipoca is also gonna, you know, regroup with David and go to get the ORT. And then we see Olga Marie. I think she seems to be very disappointed finding out that we kept quiet about knowing her true identity all along. And she also wanted to get the ORT for herself. And we met with Tepeu, decided to, you know, we asked him to join us and he's okay with it. And then we met Kuku. We met Kuku Khan in Chichen Itza, and she's just basically saying, yeah, so now she basically declared David is an enemy, Caldia is also an enemy, because she wants to complete her, you know, her mission as the arbiter of Mictlan. Yeah, I guess we're gonna continue with section 17 in the next one. Right, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, this section. If you do, please give it a like and feel free to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day, everyone. Bye bye.